Hello everyone and welcome to the Jonkershoek Enduro course preview show. There's a new crew that are running Western Cape Enduro, and together with headline sponsor SRAM, they are promising a race by the riders for the riders. We've partnered with Specialized to put this course preview together. In this video you're getting a breakdown of all the stages, some skills tips, my keys to each stage, plus top to bottom POV runs of every stage so you can better plan your race strategy. Let's hit it. So plan for around 1800 meters of climbing and 35 kilometers to cover the stages. And if you've entered the e-bike category, a little bit of battery management is in order. The Levos have a neat mastermind system that allows you to calculate your ride distance, and it manages the outputs for you. Not on a Levo, I'd suggest starting the day in the lower support settings and then ramping up the support as your fatigue starts to set in. And of course, always run full turbo in stage. So in terms of tires, I recommend a soft compound DH casing tire with around 20 psi front, 25 on the rear. On e-bikes, go up a little bit on the rear to around 30 psi. Right, stage one, the Red Phoenix, one of my all-time favorite trails. This is for the light and full enduro categories. We're only doing the top two levels. It's about 1.9 kilometers with 240 meter drop. My keys to the stage: don't try and win the enduro in the first corner. Start steady and build your speed as the stage goes on. So on the Red Phoenix, the speeds are very high in certain sections. When those speeds pick up, remember to look further ahead down the trail. It helps give you more time to set up for things. Look at these trails, pristine. Right, so stage two is the Plumber for the full enduro. It's only the top two levels we're doing, 1.2 kilometers with 235 meter drop. My keys to the stage: it's all about bike setup here. Run your rebound on your shock a little slower. It helps the bike settle a little bit better, and it also helps it sit in a little bit better on the back, which makes the rough, janky stuff a little smoother. So on the Plumber trail, a couple tips here. Don't squeeze the saddle with your legs, in fact ever. You're going to get tomahawked if you do. You want to completely disconnect from the bike. And when the trail is really janky, you might want to try pulling your navel towards your spine. It helps you relax your arms a little bit because it firms up the whole trunk area, and then you can actually just drop heels and rally. So stage three is the DH line. It's for light and full categories. We're doing the very top section and this middle piece. It's 1.2 kilometers with 200 meter elevation drop, and this stage is for the light and full categories. My keys to the stage for the light categories: just roll around the features, keep your speed in check. It's actually quite a tame trail, even though it's called the downhill trail. Keys to the stage for the full enduro riders: look for sections on this trail that you can no brake. There's actually quite a few of them, and you'll make up a ton of time if you no brake them. So my skills tip for the DH line: this rock gap, you actually don't need a lot of speed. So from the road, you don't need to pedal at all. In fact, a little brake check before the rock is a good idea to control the speed, and you literally just squash into it. Okay, so stage 4, it's the Armageddon trails. We're running the light and full categories down this trails, and it's only the lower 2 levels, so it's actually starting here. The trail's 1.9 kilometers long with a 170 meter elevation drop. My keys to the stage: focus on the corners. There's a lot of them. If you nail your corners and nail your exit speed, you'll do well. So my skills tip on these big berm turns on Armageddon: make sure you're looking through the turns, sighting the exit. It's going to help you get off the brakes early and carry exit speed. Stage 5, Iron Monkey. We're running the full Iron Monkey. It's the Queen stage for the full Enduro only. You've got 3.2 kilometers of trail with a 350 meter elevation drop. My keys to the stage: it's a long one, so don't forget to breathe through the stage and save some power for the sprint out of the flow trail. Enjoy it. And my skills tip here on the rock drop: line up your approach correctly, and you want to be super composed rolling into the drop. Preload the suspension on the takeoff, and on an e-bike you must lift the bars a little or the front will tuck on you. That's your breakdown of the stages. We'll close out this video with top to bottom POV runs of every stage with a little on the fly commentary and more skills tips. Follow us in Western Cape Enduro on Instagram and Facebook for updates leading up to the event. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We look forward to shredding with you on the 25th of September. Peace. Trails are pretty slick. I nearly threw it away. So don't do that in the Enduro. You can't win the day in the first turn, but you can lose it. So the race runs, I always like to build. So like start steady, get into it, get your eye in, and start to build pace. Key section here, I guess you could say. On an e-bike it's a bit of a breeze, but on a normal bike this little climb's a killer, and now it gets very high speed. There was a big storm recently, and fortunately my bunny hop skills are on point, but not on point for this guy. It's amazing here in Jonkershoek. This morning I saw Bennett and 10 guys out clearing the trail, clearing debris from trails, and the storm was only yesterday. Okay, they'll all be cleared up by the time we race, but I think I'm just going to take this run a little easier. Sections along here you can no brake completely. Look at these trails, pristine. This next section you can really get off the brakes. I'm not going in just because I don't know what's happening on the trail. And I'll show you where. Yeah, no brake. Good. Little brake there, and then round about here you can get off the brakes. Try and get your exit speed high out of that piece. Oh, they've done a lot of work here this winter. Well done, Bennett, and everyone who contributes to the trails. Coming in towards the finish here, no need to do that jump. And finish the right here. Work they've done. Look at these sections. It's pretty hard pack, so it can be slick even if it's slightly wet. But well done. Good trail builders. Bennett, you're a legend. Not gonna lie, that's so janky. gonna lie, I'm glad that one's over with. First run down there blind in like 10 months or something. Just need to go change my underwear now. It's Plumber. Let's have a look at this guy. Quite narrow here at the start. A couple little kinks down here. Oh yeah, you could really pin this. No real gaps anywhere. Tight setup here. Hops there, want to try and get the backside nice and clean. But that one's actually a lot easier than it looks. Yeah, the trail splits. A couple options. I'm just going to ride what I see in front of me. These aren't necessarily the best lines. Oh, this track's in great condition. Oh. Okay. That was a big storm. Okay. I'll tell Bennett about this one. Oh, that's going to leave a scar. Okay, then this is the last stretch in to the finish, because we finish down on this road. And the finish is going to be around here somewhere. That's the downhill line. faster around those jumps. Oh, his berm's just been rebuilt. And that's it. Okay, Iron Monkey, Queen stage, gets on. Big hut. Oopsie. The wind was blowing last night. So it actually worked on the trails a bit, but we had our first southeaster last night and like the last 2-3 days. So a couple surprises on the trail, no doubt. Survived that top piece and it's rolly down here. Don't know what other carnage I'm going to find on the trail. Part of the surprise of mountain biking, isn't it? These turns actually, depending on the trail conditions in the race, some of them you can actually really smash. No point in doing that little double there. There's now first trail crossing. Whop. Section's quite key here. You really want to maximize your exit speed out of that section, and here's a good spot to rest your hands. If it's windy, often better just to tuck here. Just watch your speed, it builds on you. And that's the right hander where I nearly fell on my face. It was actually tricky. There's a lot of these switchies, like 180 style turns, and if you set up high coming into them, it opens up the turn a bit. So like, okay, you want to set up really high, opens up the turn in wide. So when I say set up high, I just mean like get wide on the entrance. Very hard now, very hard pack, but I think as more people session, it'll get a bit dusty. This is the old flow trail, and you really want to save some power for this little climb here. Whatever bike you're on, you really want to be in the right gear, and this little false flat here, you want to carry your speed here. And that sign monkey, don't forget to breathe. It's a long trail.